bit late, but better late than never, I guess. So you were asked for the odd ones. That's not it. That's definitely not it. Hang on a second. Yeah. Okay. Odd ones. Let's not waste too much time. So, -6 divided by 3/4. I'm just going to put that over 1. Divided by 3/4. I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal of the second number. So it's -6 times 4/3. We can simplify this, and we just get -8. 3, same thing. Now I think you can simplify before multiply. -4/7 times -14/20. It is a positive answer, positive quotient. So 7/14 becomes 7 divided by 7 is 1. 14 divided by 7 is 2. 4 and 20 we can divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 20 divided by 4 is 5, and nothing else. Simplify, we get positive 2/5. Right? So, yeah, I'll do number 2, only because that one has a mixed number. So if you change that to an improper fraction, we get 13/4. Divided by -13/5. So you change everything to a mixed improper fraction. Now you can rewrite the problem. So 13 times the reciprocal, which is -5/13. These two 13s will simplify to 1. And my answer is -5/4, or 1 and -1 and 1/4. Okay. Now you have to do number 2. I'm just doing it. Number 5. Wow. Okay, so that's just -8. So 56 divided by -7. Positive divided by a negative, which is negative. Number 7 in a complex fraction. Okay, so that can be rewritten as -9/14 divided by -1/5/20. So that's what that looks like horizontally. Let's rewrite this as a improper fraction. So 9/14 divided by 20 times 1 is 20 plus 125 over 20, which, to be honest, makes life a little bit easier. I could have written this -1/4, right? And then now I can change that to a multiplication problem. And sorry, I jumped the gun. -9/14, and we're going to divide that, and let's change that to an improper fraction. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1, so that's 5/4 negative. Now I can finally change that to a multiplication problem. So -9/14 times the reciprocal of that, which is -4/5. Simplify. Negative times a negative is a positive. The 9 and 5 can't simplify. But the 4 and 14, I can divide both by 2. 9 times 2 is 18, and at the bottom, 7 times 5 is 35. So, all that. You didn't have to simplify the 5/20 to 1/4, but it just makes life easier. Okay. What are we at? Number 9. Can I find some room over here? So, -4.65 divided by 0.3. So how many times can 30 cents go inside $4.65? That's what the question is saying. So I'm going to change this. I'll multiply the bottom by 10, and I'm going to multiply the bottom by top by 10. If I do that, my denominator becomes 3, and my numerator becomes -46.5. Now, I think it's easier to visualize how many times can 3 go into 46 as opposed to 0.3 going to 4.65. It's just... Okay, so that's why so if you think about the original problem, it was -4.65 divided by 3, right? So when you learn that you're moving the decimal 1 over, and therefore move this 1 over, this is what we're really doing, right? We're multiplying top and bottom by 10 in this case. And that's why that 0.3 became a 3. And that 4.65, it is now at 46.5. Let me put a negative sign. We're ready to divide. Let's bring that decimal up. 3 goes into 4 once, which is 3. Subtract, we get 1 left over. 6 comes down. 3 goes to 16 5 times. 15. 1 left over, bring that 5 down. And what is that? Another 5. So we have a remainder of 0, and don't forget the minus sign because a positive divided by a negative is a negative. Final answer 15. Negative 15. Yeah, that was 9. All right, that was easy. 11. The running back for the Bulldogs football team carried the ball 9 times for a total loss of 15 and 3/4 of a yard. Okay, so find the average change in field position on each run. So, remember, football, you have the ball, you're supposed to go. So let's say this is the football field, right? And your team is here. You're holding the ball. Your objective is to take that ball all the way and cross that line, right? So sometimes, as you're trying to go forward, you get knocked around, and the other team can actually push you backwards, which apparently what happened here. So you got pushed backward for a total loss of 15 and 3/4 of a yard. Okay, that happened 9 times. Find the average change. So you lost, and let's represent that because it's a loss divided by 9. So how many yards did you lose per attempt that you had? The football team attempted to go forward. Well, let's change that to an improper. We get 4 times 15, which is 60, plus 6, 63 over 4, negative, divided by 9 over 1, which becomes, 9 over 1, negative 16 over 4, times 1 over 9. Positive times negative is a negative. 63 and 9 can be simplified. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 63 divided by 9 is 7. So we get 7 over 4, which is the same thing as 1, negative 1, and 3/4. So every attempt, every time the Bulldog team attempted to go forward, they lost negative 1 and 3/4 of a yard. Maybe the other team was bigger. Who knows? A hot air balloon descended 96.6 meters in 12 seconds. What was the balloon's rate of descent in meters per second? Okay, so negative 99.6, that's how much, right? We divide that by 12. So let's set that up somewhere over here. So negative 99.6. We're going to divide that by 12. So there's nothing to do because that's a whole number already, right? So it's just a matter of dividing. Let's bring this decimal up so it's part of our answer. 12 goes into 99 8 times. 8 times 12 is 96. 9 minus 6 is 3. 6 comes down, and 12 going to 36 3 times. I put a minus sign up there. So per second, the balloon's average rate of descent was negative 8.3 meters per second, right? The negative denoting that the fact that the balloon was descending. Okay, that's why we know it's descending. 15. Sanders having trouble with his assignment. Okay, why? He's shown his work. He's shown work is as follows. However, his answer does not match the answer that his teacher gives him. What's his mistake? What's their mistake? So, negative 3/4, and this is his problem, right? Negative 3/4 divided by 4/3. So let me write it this way, actually. All right. So we see that he changed it into a multiplication problem by multiplying by the reciprocal, right? So let's see let's just follow. Let's do that ourselves. So negative 3/4 times the reciprocal of 4/3, which is 3/4. Ooh, and right away we check his mistake. So right here, you're supposed to be multiplying by reciprocal of 4 over 3, but the reciprocal of 4 over 3 3/4. And did he use the reciprocal? No, he didn't. So that's his mistake right here. So the correct answer would have been, negative times a positive, which is a negative. 3 times 3 is 9, and 4 times 4 is 16. Final answer should have been 9 over 16. Okay, so what was his mistake? He didn't use the reciprocal of 4/3. He kept it as 4/3, and that's what led to a mistake. Right? Yeah, that's it. Very short video today.